Brandon with Team Mana Beast, doing a deck profile on my Hexagonal Magus deck. So let's go ahead and start with a grade 0. Hey, what do you know? It's your old buddy, the grade 3 searcher, because in my opinion, break riding over break riding this deck is stupid good. So again, helps me not get grade stuck and helps me find my break rides or my Pentagonal Magus. So both of them are really good, so I use my grade 3 searcher there. Starting with the grade 3s here, we have 1, 2, 3, 4 of the Hexagonal Magus, break ride for the deck. Limit break 4, when another unit rides over this, I'm able to give my Vanguard plus 10,000, of course. Then I look at the top 3 cards in my deck. I take one into hand and put the top 2 on the top of my deck. And oh my goodness, the mental games with this are stupid hilarious, because I'll take the top 3 cards and I'll look at them, kind of mill them around, see what I want to do. And a lot of times, especially if I want to trick my opponent, I'll look at all 3, really quickly take one and put the top 2. Like, I'll put the top 2 real quick sometimes to make them think I got crits. Or sometimes I'll make them think, like, oh, I don't know where I should put everything if I've got 2 crits in hand, you know. It's just really funny because no one likes the fact that you saw the card and they're like, oh crap, he's got crits. So then when you attack, you're like, 21? A 2 to pass? You want me to put down 20k, 2 to pass? Huh? Do I have it? Do I not? So it's really funny. And then of course, when you have a, during your turn, if the number of cards in your hand is 4 or more, this gets plus 2,000. So goes the whole OTT thing. It hits 13k if you have 4 or more in your hand, and that's continuous, mind you. So you know, even if you drive check, if you have 2 in hand, it does end up becoming 13k. So the other grade 3, which is a promo, is Pentagonal Magus. This card effect is when this unit attacks, when this unit attacks a Vanguard, choose an Oracle Think Tank card name and reveal the top card. If it's the name, you get plus 5. So the idea is to call the card out. If you call the card out, you say Stellar Magus. If it's Stellar Magus, it gets plus 5 and a crit, so which is really good. And then the other ability is counterblast 2 cards with Magus, since card name gets plus 5 in the act phase. So this card's really funny mixed with the break ride, because you break ride, you know what the top card's going to be, then you call it out, and it's going to be 26 and 2 crit, 26 2 crit, which is really good. All right, let's move on to our grade 2s here. We're going to run 1, 2, 3. Briolette Magus. Her ability is just very interesting. During act phase, I Soul Blast 1, draw a card, and then put this card on the top of my deck. Again, this works really good in conjunction with Pentagonal Magus if you're needing to call a card in the clutch, and these other support cards we're going to talk about aren't on the field. It's really important that you need to be able to do this. So I like to give myself as many outs, and this is one of those outs that I give myself there. Alright, other grade 2s here are 1, 2, 3, 4. Stellar Magus, very interesting card. Again, all part of calling and getting our Pentagonal and Hexagonal all pumped up. This unit ability is Counterblast 1. When I attack, I can declare a card. If it is that card, I draw it. If it is not, I unflip the Counterblast. So essentially it lets me peek at the top card. How this is also helpful, though, is it is a technical free draw if I'd like it to be. If after I break ride, I see an awesome card, you know, if I arrange my cards and I pick one and I see, let's just say, a Perfect Guard and a crit, I'll put the Perfect Guard on top, because I know what that crit is, you know, Oracle Guardian Nike. I will Counterblast 1, call the card, say Tetramagus, get the Tetramagus into my hand, and then I'm right back down to a crit there with Oracle Guardian Nike, and then maybe something else. Because then when I attack with my Pentagonal Magus, then I say, okay, cool, Oracle Guardian Nike, I get the plus 5 to crit. So this establishes draw power within the deck. The other thing I like to do is if I really don't want to draw the card, if I really need in a clutch situation to know what the top card is and I have nothing else to do it, I'll Counterblast 1, and I'll choose my Vanguard, and you know, I pay the cost. I can choose something that I know it's not going to be. You know, I can choose an Oracle Think Tank. Tsukiyomi. Oh no, it's not Tsukiyomi. Just so I can see the card name, and just so I make sure I don't draw it. So really, really clutch card in the deck. And then the other card here we have is 1, 2, 3, 4. Coral Magus. This is the 12k attacker for the deck. If I got a Magus Vanguard, it's a 12k attacker. Simple as that. Simple as that. Alright, let's move on to grade 1s here. We're going to run 1, 2, Circle Magus. This ability hits the field, either Vanguard or Vanguard. Look at the top card of your deck. Simple as that. Again, helps with prediction. Again, no one likes this card. I can't tell you the number of times I just call this card, and I look at the top card, and people guard. Because they're like, he looked at the card. I'm like, I know, I looked at the card. It doesn't mean it's a crit. Okay, whatever. We then will run, of course, 1, 2, 3, 4 Perfect Guards. Tetramagus, which is a sub-type Perfect Guard for the clan, which is, I personally really like the art too. I mean, I've always liked Battle Stitch, but this is a good art too. I think it's pretty hot. And then we're going to run 1, 2, 3, 4 Crescent Magus. Okay, I talked about clutch cards. Forget what I said before. This is the clutch card. Like the other things are clutch, but this is clutch. So when this unit boosts an Oracle Think Tank, I can predict, or I can call the top card. If I am right, the unit in front of it gets +3. Really where it works is with my 12k attacker. So it gives me a 21k row. But, however, this card lets me always predict the top card all the time right. Especially if I'm behind Pentagonal Magus, because I can decide when I activate these abilities. So I boost when I attack. I will activate her ability first. Look at the top card. Even if I'm not right, it let me look at the top card. So then I can say, Tetramagus. Not Tetramagus? Cool. It's a Stellar Magus. Okay, then I call this field Stellar Magus. It does work +5 in crit. So this on the field is super important for you to get combos off. And again, I mean, all these cards are, but this helps all the time because it'll always work all the time. And if you have a couple of them on the field, you can use one to call that's not behind, not behind a 12k attacker, and then use it to predict the 12k attacker. So really, really super important card in the deck to get things rolling and working right. Alright, let's go into our triggers here. We have 4 Lodge Magus, the heal trigger of the deck. Because healing's good. We like healing. And then, boys and girls, because we're running OTDs and we can. 1, 2, 3, 4. Oracle Guardian decking. 1, 2, 3, 4. Psychic Bird, which is the crit trigger that I put in the soul draw card, which does work really well in this deck because I'm always going to look at the top card. I can always get it. And then 1, 2, 3, 4, Battle Sister Ginger. Now, I know people are going to say, oh, 12 crit, it's so overkill. Well, yeah, I know, 12 crit, it's really overkill. My draw power comes from my break red ability and from Stellar Magus. If I can get Stellar Magus off twice and break red once, or break red twice, get Stellar, I mean, that's like a technical 3 draw. So I'll take that all day long. I really don't need draws in the deck, and in my opinion, I think it works much better without it. So anyway, that's the deck profile. I hope you guys enjoyed it. As always, comment, rate, subscribe. Tell us what you would change. I mean, is there anything you do differently? Anything different with your grade lineup? Let us know. We'll be more than happy to hear. All right, you beautiful people. We'll see you guys next time.